Well, it's 4 o'clock, 4:19 actually, and the LEDs on these two power supplies are starting to get dimmer. That's 14 hours of charging. It says 15, but I think they may work out. Now, this is my just normal Bixler 2. It doesn't have a flight controller in it. It does, I think it's got an orange RX. Well, I know it's an orange RX, but I don't remember what receiver's in it. I think that receiver may have some stabilization in it. But as you can see, this has been flown quite a bit. It does really well. And I just tested it. Everything's ready to go on it. All I need to do is charge batteries for this one. So let's see. Aileron right. Yep. Left. Yep. Elevator up. Yep. Elevator down. Yep. Rudder left. Yep. Rudder right. And motor. That one's ready to go. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me not forget. And flaps on this one. So everything works on this. I would have to go in and remember how the orange RX stabilization works, but this is pretty much ready to go. I really think flying these would help me build up experience and confidence to fly the Mini Talon. I'm going to give the transmitter batteries just a little bit longer to charge, and then I will test them a little bit and see if it's really ready to go. Currently it's been 17 hours and the LEDs haven't changed a lot, so I don't think these batteries are taking a charge properly. I'm going to put the third one on one of the chargers and I'll just start exercising these two that supposedly are charged and see how long they last. Although I must say, when I plugged in the third battery to this charger, you can see that LED is much brighter. So they may be charged enough for me to use long enough to do what I want to do. As you can see, I did find the flaps on the Bixler, but they don't work exactly correct. The Bixler I found to be completely working except for the flaps. I did finally find the flap channel, but only one side was working. So I dug out some foam and went in and did a lobotomy on both the servos so they'll just sit there fixed and keep that flap from moving. Did that on both sides. I used some double-sided tape and put the telemetry radio right there so it sticks out in the front of the wing, trying to hold it as far forward as I possibly could. Well, the Futaba's been sitting here cycling the servos for quite a while. I played with the Bixler with it for a little bit, and then I just set it down here cycling all 8 of these channels. And it, of course, is using the Easy UHF, which gets its power from the battery in the radio. So we're sucking maximum power out of these batteries. And it's been doing this for 28 minutes at this point. So that's one of the batteries. So I think with 2 of them or even 3 of them charged up, I would have what I needed on the transmitter. Here's the problem. Right now I have 2 2200 milliamp hour batteries. Boy, hard to see in there. In it, all the way stuffed into the nose. There's one on the bottom that's further into the nose than the one on the top. hard to make that out in there. There you go. You can sort of see the one on the bottom there. And the one on top won't go any further forward. And I think that's where the problem is going to be. So there it is, close to the correct CG. Close. It's sitting at 70 millimeters. It's not perfect. I think it's a little nose heavy, but I would prefer it to be that way. But it's just about right at that weight and balance. It wouldn't go 5 millimeters forward or backwards. And if I just put the canopy on, you can see it is nose heavy. The radio's still doing its thing. And it's at 49 minutes right now. And it's down to 7.5 volts. It's bouncing between 7.5 and 7.6 perhaps, but it doesn't start failing till it gets down towards 7.1 or so. So I've got enough in 3 transmitter batteries, which I could charge them all up. I've got enough to quickly change out and get a complete flight. The main problem is going to be, if you look at the Bixler manual, and I haven't found it online yet. I'm going to look it up online. But if you look at the Bixler manual, it says the CG should be 348 plus or minus 6 from the leading edge. Now, I think that's in millimeters. My non-flight controlled Bixler, I marked the CG under the wings with a little piece of bamboo skewer that I pushed into the foam. And as shown in the manual, the CG is 348, like right here. 350 and 2 back, 348, but it's from the nose, not the leading edge of the wing. And so that does, oops, if I can find my ruler, that does sort of line up really well as I can look at it down the, it does line up. And that is approximately, it is 70 millimeters back from the leading edge. Is it 70 or 75? It's 65. It is 65 back from the leading edge, it looked like. Come on, focus. Oops, I keep moving the ruler. Yeah, without trying to see it with the camera, it is 65 to 70. So the CG may be okay. It's the all-up weight that I'm concerned with. There's the all-up weight with the 2 batteries in it, 1,349 grams. So overall, I think the CG is going to be close enough to make one flight. I think the all-up weight may be compensated for by the upgraded motor and prop. I feel good enough about it to at least throw it one time and see what it does. And if it crashes and turns into foam snow, it is a loss because it's my first ever build, but that's not a major loss. So I think I will work it up and I will throw it. Thank you, guys. Oops, I forgot to add. There is a major component coming tomorrow for all of my work. and it should have been here last Friday. That's one of the reasons the Sunday flight was scheduled and then scrubbed. But I'm going to keep that secret until I talk about it tomorrow. So, getting down to the wire here. Some of you wanted already to be there, so do I, but I don't. I don't do bad work. Thank you.